Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I met one of my subscriber, and his name is Cal. Actually, his real name is Calvin, but he told me to call him Cal. So, sir, welcome to my channel. I mean, Carl.
No, that's okay. I'm used to that. That is one thing they do in this country that they don't do very often in many other countries.
Sir.
They say sir.
Yeah, so Sir Cal.
Sir Cal.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sir
I should
Cal,
have said that. Please call me Sir Cal.
Okay, welcome to my channel and nice meeting you. And before I'm gonna start, I'm gonna ask you, how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, and please tell us, or please tell your viewers your name, age, and what country are you from, or anything else about yourself that you would like to reveal to viewers.
My name is Cal Young. I'm American from New York City, from Brooklyn. I'm 62, but I put down 52 on my Facebook and other places because women have this thing with age. So I usually tell them how old I am after I meet them, not before. So.
Okay, and how long you've been here in the Philippines? Is this your first time or several times that you visit Philippines?
This is my second time in the Philippines. I came here in May, stayed 1 month, didn't really like it, went back home, came back again in July, made a deal with Scotty, regular guy.
Yeah.
He said he's the one who got me to come here. He didn't get me to come here in May. I was watching him. He made it sound like it was so great. So I came here in May. It was okay, but I really didn't like it. So I went back home. But I stayed in touch with Scotty because he's a great guy. Stayed in touch with Jasper. I stayed in touch with a few people that are YouTubers. And they said, give it another try. Try someplace else. So I said, okay. So I came back again in July.
Okay.
And I told Scotty I would stay to the end of the year at least, no matter what. Because I almost went home a couple of times already. Things happen here, and I almost went home. But I'm going to stay. I'm going home February 1st.
Okay. So, are you decided now or not sure if the Philippines is your country to retire?
Oh, no. I actually applied for the SRRV here. I was going to stay here, but me is who I am.
Okay.
There's certain things in this country that I can't accept, and I know I can't change the country, so
yeah.
So I'm going to go back home. I'll come back to visit, and I plan on going to Thailand maybe next, or Malaysia.
Okay. Yeah, you cannot change the Philippines, but Philippines change you.
That's correct. That's a good way of phrasing it.
Yeah. Okay. And what are some traditional Filipino dishes or food that you enjoy or like?
Oh, my favorite, which is going to be hard to find. I'm going to have to see if I can find a Filipino restaurant in Florida or New York. Siksik. I said that right.
Sisig.
Yes. And there's one thing I said earlier. I pronounce every word wrong, but usually Filipinos know I'm close enough and they'll correct me like you just did.
Yeah.
I like pig face, yes, because that's what it is. It's pig's face.
Sisig.
Yes.
And since you are eating mostly Filipino food, have you encountered health problem or food problem?
Like we were talking about prior to the video, eating healthy here like I did at home is just a little harder, mainly because I don't have anybody cooking for me here, you know. And eating out is hard. You don't have the vegetables as quickly and as easily. You eat a lot of fried foods here. Yeah, and part of it is just the rice. I eat rice every meal. I got used to it. The beer, I was saying I got beer. So I don't feel as well as I did at home, but also that's also because I'm not training the same way I trained at home. So.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on being a foreigner in the Philippines?
Oh, I fell in love here. But once she was married, I could have worked that out. Her husband was all right. I could have got the annulment, could have paid for it, not a big deal. But I was with her for a while, but I can't do the family thing. I can't do my own family.
Okay.
Like I don't even really have a relationship with my own family at home. Matter of fact, that's why part of the reason I'm going home right now. I bought my brother a house. I bought him a $200,000 home in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's money.
Okay.
Money comes, money goes. It's your only family, right? So you guys. So I buy him a house because he lost everything to the IRS in our country, and his kids and everything. And they never paid me a penny. They were supposed to pay me, but I knew they weren't going to pay me because that's family. See, that's why I don't do family. Family doesn't usually help you, how family works, especially in your country.
Yeah.
Who's the breadwinner? Right? You have
Yeah,
it. In our
exactly.
country, they don't say who's the breadwinner, but everybody knows who has a couple of bucks in their
That's-
family. And when they need a couple of bucks, they go to that person in their family.
Yes.
Same thing in your country. I met some young people in your country. They were like, "Oh, I can't. I'm the breadwinner." I'm like, "What? Oh, I have to take care of my family."
Yeah.
It happens in your country. Well, in my country, it happens a little different. So anyway, I'm helping my brother out, and they never paid me anything. Okay, no big deal. They let the house run down so bad it's getting condemned. I don't know if you know what condemned means. So the city is trying to condemn the house, which means they would knock it down or take it over. So I would wind up losing the whole 200 grand,
Okay.
which I can afford to lose, but who wants to lose that kind of money? I mean, so now I have to go back home. I have to foreclose on the home. I have to become the legal owner of the home again. Then I have to fix up the home. Then I have to sell the home, like flip it. I don't know if you watch any of those TV shows. I used to do some of that. It's a pain. I want to retire. I want to do nothing. I came here, hopefully I wanted to find a girl and travel. That was my goal.
Okay.
But it didn't work out.
So right now, are you single or
Yes.
looking in a relationship?
No, I am, like my card says, I am solo in the Philippines, which is funny. I've had a few people, I'm solo in the Philippines. And everybody says, you have a girlfriend, you have a husband? I'm like, no, the word solo means one, alone.
Okay.
If you watch the last video, I put up a cute girl in the hotel I stayed at. She goes, oh, you have a wife? You have a girlfriend? I was like, no, it's solo in the Philippines. She's like, oh. I said, do you know what solo means? She goes, yeah. I said,
Okay, you are solo traveler.
I am solo traveler, yes.
Okay, so you are a traveler nomad here in the Philippines, and you visit different countries or different city here in the Philippines, and you are not yet find your soulmate.
That's correct.
Okay, you are not yet find your soulmate.
That's correct.
And what are the qualification of a woman that you really would like to be?
I don't think it'll happen here in the Philippines. I would love an orphan that has no family. One that could dedicate herself just to me like I could dedicate myself just to her. I really don't. I have a few close friends in my life that'll be close friends. And we talk or whatever, mostly in America, but we're still close friends. My psychologist, who is not even really my psychologist, I count him as my friend. We've been together for many years. And no, like I said, I met somebody here who I met a grown woman, 47, married, 3 kids, everything was great. But I can't do the family thing. I just can't. She brought the family over, they stayed at the house. My second cousin's niece's brother's nephew's sister's aunt, we got to go to her party. I mean, it's like, I don't do it. I don't do my own family. I can't do my girlfriend or my spouse's family. So it's going to be difficult for me to find a mate. When I find a mate, I want it to be me and her, and that'll be it.
Okay, yeah. And how's experience driving a motorcycle here in the Philippines?
Okay, well, first thing, I've been riding for 50 years. My brother bought me my first bike at the age of 12. So, Scotty, please be careful. You've never ridden. And the Filipinos, they really don't have laws. Or they say they're laws, but they're more like guidelines. I love it. As a matter of fact, if you watch yesterday's video, I got a ticket. But you can go on the wrong side of the double yellow line. I've seen people up on sidewalks. You can cut in and out of the lanes of traffic. You can pretty much do everything you want in this country on the road within reason. I've seen people going the wrong way on a one-way street.
Yeah.
There is really no laws. So if you're an aggressive driver and a confident driver and you like to drive like that, like I do, you drive a big bike or a fast bike, which I do, you can have fun. I've only been in one minor accident. I got hit by a cab driver in Manila. Nice enough guy. Cop was right on it. Nice cop. No, I like driving here. I mean, but I can see it not being for everyone. It's challenging.
Okay, sir, since you are here in the Philippines, do you have medical insurance covered here?
No, I did have to go to the hospital here for the SRRV. It was so funny. Great. I got to give a great shout out to Lorma Hospital in La Union in San Fernando. Wonderful hospital. top shelf, as good as any hospital I've been in America. I got to say they were great. As a matter of fact, even better, they gave me a personal assistant, walked me through. It was so funny. So they're like, "Sir, do you have insurance?" I'm like, "No, I have cash." Like, "Sir, you're sure?" I'm like, I think I can handle it. So anyway, we do the whole bill, do a chest x-ray. I think the chest x-ray was like 300 pesos or 600 pesos. I forgot what it was. So like the whole bill for everything, anyway, the whole bill, and it was a big process. You had to get a full physical, you had to get lab work, you had to get x-rays. I think the whole thing, medicines, I think the whole thing was under 2,000 pesos, which is like 40, not even 40 US bucks, which wouldn't even cover the office visit in America. So no, I don't have. But if I needed, in an emergency, if it was really bad and I needed, I am a vet, so I could have went to the VA if I needed to, but I wouldn't. But if I was gonna stay, I probably would. If I was gonna stay, if I did go through the SRRV, part of that process, if they did take that visa, they allow me to use PhilHealth. I didn't know if you know that. So anybody that does plan on staying here, if you do and you can get that visa, I would advise to get that visa just for the PhilHealth.
No, you can. I have suggestion on you that even if you don't have your SRRV, as long as you have your ACR, you can have your PhilHealth.
I didn't know that. I do have an ACR card.
You can have your PhilHealth. I processed that one of my friends.
That's good.
Yeah, and then he has now a Philippine health insurance. And then, Cal, if ever you are decided to stay permanently as a retired, will you choose Philippines over Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, or other countries?
I don't know yet, and that's why I'm not staying here. That's why I didn't go through with that process, even though it cost me a lot of money. Because there's a lot of things here I'm not happy with.
Okay.
You know, so I have another good friend who also has a channel, Kyle King, a young vet who got hurt, who's actually a war hero. Kyle, I look up to you, even though you're as young as my son. No, he is. Kyle, his name is Kyle King. He's got the Bronze Star. I don't know if you know what the Bronze Star is. But anyway, I'm telling you business, Kyle. So Kyle lives here, and I'm talking to him, and we're hoping to go to Thailand together, maybe. So I want to see how the other countries are, because I can't be one of these YouTubers, like a guy who I thought was my friend, who I guess isn't my friend, he blocked me, that can say, "Oh my God, the Philippines, the greatest place on earth." Wait, how do you know?
Yeah.
Have you been to the other places on earth?
Not yet.
So if you've only eaten one slice of pizza in your life, that's the only slice of pizza you've ever eaten, how can you say that that's the best slice of pizza in the world?
Yeah.
You gotta at least try a couple other slices of pizza and say, well, that's the best slice of pizza I've ever had. So I plan on coming back, I plan on going home, making some more money, coming back to get my bike, go to Malaysia, and from Malaysia go to Thailand, and then maybe go to Vietnam, and then see how they are. You know? I don't have to stay in Asia. I mean, I have a nice house in Florida.
Yeah. That's why sometimes I have subscribers ask me if where city here in the Philippines nice to stay or nice to live. I told to them that just come over here and research different cities so that you will experience and so that you will know where would you like to stay.
Well, that's why I did this trip originally. Originally, this trip was planned before I met that Filipino when I came in May. I was supposed to do this trip in May, but I met a Filipina, and you know how relationship, whatever. So when me and her broke up, I said, I got to do this trip. Because originally the trip was to go through the Philippines and see where in the Philippines is good for me.
Yeah.
Then after I find a place to stay, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but Filipinos are easy to find. I don't even have to find them, they find me. So no matter where I went in the Philippines, I would find a Filipino. So first place was to find where in the Philippines I wanted to live. So far, believe it or not, there's a couple of places, but where I'm at, so far I like the most, because I had 3 criteria for me. Beach, near a city that has all the amenities and things that spoiled Americans are used to having, Starbucks, McDonald's. I can't live too far away from that. I just can't. And a good gym. Those were the three things I needed to be happy. So I live in an oceanfront house. I live 20 minutes away from a nice sized city. But the gym was hard. There was no good gyms. In your Philippines, it's very difficult to find a quality, air-conditioned, modern gym. Very difficult.
Yeah.
So, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It's an old meatloaf song.
Okay. And Cal, what is your opinion as the difference in the way of living here in the Philippines versus your home country?
Oh, wow, that list is long. I'll just give a couple of incidences. One is communication. Though everybody speaks English here, it's definitely not the same, and it's still definitely difficult to communicate sometimes. That's number one. Number two would be if I'm picking bureaucracy. Oh my God, like in our country, here's something as simple as this. In your country, not here, but across the street, you have to go in the in and out the out. And if not, they make a big deal about it. And it used to be like that in our country, but no more. You just go in and out. I mean, but that was just an example. But here's a better example. I went to take the ferry. You can't make some of this stuff up. I went to take the ferry from, what was the name of it? It's the city, to Allen. What was Montauk? Montauk? Maytag. I went to take the ferry from Luzerne to Samar.
Okay.
Well, you had to make 12 stops. 12. I had to stop at 12 different places. Yes, to get my ticket checked, my ticket stamped. 12. I counted them. I have it on video. 12. But here's the funniest part. The first place you have to go was 8 kilometers away from the dock.
It's too far.
Oh God, you can't make this up. And then you have to keep coming back and keep going to different places before you can get on the boat. 12. They had to check my paperwork 12 times. Okay, here's a better example. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I go from, this is really funny, I go from Lake Tay to Cebu. Okay, I go to the port. You have to go through metal detector, sir. Bring your bags. Okay, I bring my bags. I go through metal detector. They check everything. They say, okay, sir, now take your bags, put them back on your motorcycle, go back outside and drive down 2 blocks and then go on ship. I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, no, sir. So you check my bag, then you let me put it on my motorcycle, and then you let me go outside, get a bomb, a machine gun. Maybe I'm just a crazy guy. I just like to kill people with a sword. You let me get all of that, put it back on my motorcycle, and drive my motorcycle on the ship. That's what they let me do. I have that on video too. It's like, it's some of the things they do here is like, I don't understand. Like, why did you check my bag and then let me back out with my bags? I could have put anything I wanted on that boat. Anything.
Okay.
Welcome to the Philippines.
Yeah. That's why they said it's more fun in the Philippines.
Well, that wouldn't have been fun. It wouldn't have been fun if I put a bomb on there, would it? Didn't you just have a bomb explode last week?
No,
in Milwaukee? Yes, you did. In Mindanao. Yeah, they just had a bomb explosion. You didn't hear that. Yeah, they exploded a bomb in Mindanao last week. They threw a hand grenade in a church last week. So, it's crazy.
Yeah, Mindanao is full of Muslims.
Yeah, but you don't know. That's why in our country, you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know if I'm a terrorist. Not because I don't look like a terrorist doesn't mean I'm not a terrorist. I could have put anything I wanted on that ship. You don't check somebody's bags and then give it back to them and let them leave and then come back and go on it. Here's my favorite. I'm sorry. Sorry, sir. Out of stock. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Maybe you hear that once in a blue where I'm from. Once in a blue. Here, I hear it almost every day. Almost every day. Out of stock of ice. Out of stock of coffee at Starbucks. Out of stock of gas at the gas station. I mean, you want to know the things? But I don't want to say it's all negative here because it's not. But those are the 3 things that, there's a lot more, but those are 3 of the negatives right off the top.
Yeah. Okay. And please tell me 5 pros and cons about living in the Philippines or visiting in the Philippines.
I can tell more than 5. I said there's good and bad. That's the one thing there is good and bad. I'll start off with the natural beauty. The natural beauty of the Philippines, starting with the Filipinas. Some of the most beautiful women in the world. Hands down. Hands down. There's a reason why you win Miss Universe, Miss World.
Yeah.
They're just, and they don't all look the same. It's not like, you know, there's many different beautiful women in different shapes, sizes, tans. Okay, maybe they're all have black hair and blue eyes, but some dye it. So it's still,
Yeah.
you know, many beautiful women. The natural beauty, riding my motorcycle through your country, I had to. It took me longer than I planned. I'm taking longer because of how many times I had to stop and take pictures of just breathtaking, like
Okay.
like wow, like you look like I went to the top of the Mayan volcano. I went to Guam, like I was saying. Some of the natural beauty of your country, and I'm not even done yet. Like I can't wait to see the chocolate hills in Bohol or the little monkeys if I can get to see one.
Tarsier.
I heard they're hard to see, but anyway, it's naturally stunning. It's just stunning. Like even taking the ferries, you'll be like,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, you'll be like, wow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'll be like, wow. I like the food. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubes and a lot of people say no, but you can tell I like the food because I gain weight every time I come here. So if I didn't like the food, I wouldn't gain weight. I like the food even though I know it's not healthy for me.
Yeah.
I like the way it tastes. I like the food. I've met good and bad people, so I can't say the people. Everybody says, "Oh, the Filipino people are the greatest." I've met some great people, made friends with, and I've met some bad people.
Yeah.
So that's just like anywhere. Number 5. What could be? That's 4. What would be 5? Oh, I love riding. The way she said the earlier question. I love riding here. I absolutely love riding here. Like if you want an experience, if you're an experienced rider, and you want to just drive, you can get on the open road. Oh, here's something really funny. If you go on the expressways, they have speed limits. But if you go on the local streets like MacArthur Highway, they have no speed limits. So you can ride through town at 100 kilometers an hour, but on the parkway you can only do 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another one of those things that's odd about the Philippines. You know, in our country, it's the other way around. You know, you can go fast on the expressway and slow in the city. Here, no. You can just fly. Literally.
Yeah, there is no speed limit.
There's no speed limit, yes. So there's 5. I have more good things, but there's 5.
Okay. And in many countries, big age gap between a woman and a man is viewed negatively. In your opinion, on 10 years or more age difference in relationship, what is your opinion about age gap?
Me, I'm the woman I fell in love with here was 47, so there wasn't a big gap, you know. But I think it's nobody's business. If you're of legal age, whatever the legal age of consent is in that country, I don't care what country it is. If your legal age in your country is 18, people, a lot of Americans complain. It's actually higher in your country than it is in our country. Our country's 16. And if you don't like it, it's not your business. It's between the woman and the man.
Yeah. Sir, actually here in the Philippines, the legal age is 18 years old.
That's what I said, it's 18. Yes.
Yeah, but if ever the woman will getting married at the age 23, she still asks
she has to ask
parents'
her parents'
consent.
consent. I saw that, yes. But you didn't ask for marriage, you just asked for a relationship. She doesn't need the parents' consent to be in a relationship. She only needs the parent consent to marry.
Yeah.
Yes. I've had I shouldn't probably even put this on tape, and I could show you this. I've had a lot of women just straight up ask me, you know, they almost everyone here asks me, "Oh, you got a wife? You got a girlfriend?" But I've had women ask me to marry them.
Okay. And do you know that here in the Philippines has no divorce? It's just
I do
only
know that.
annulment.
It's a Catholic country. I'm Catholic.
Yeah. And only lengthy annulments would recommend cohabitation over
Unless
marriage.
you're Muslim.
Why or why not?
Unless you're Muslim.
Yeah, Muslim. If you are Muslim,
if you're Muslim, then you can
marry
marry and divorce.
Yeah, you can marry and annul. You can marry several women.
That's right.
Yeah, except the Muslim because that's their rules and
And your country,
laws.
in your country abides by their laws. If you know what I mean, so they can marry. And like I said, I have a friend from Oakland, a black gentleman from Oakland, California. He's lived here 20 years, and he's been married and divorced 7 times here.
Okay, and sir, if ever you will find your soulmate or companion, would you prepare marriage or cohabitation?
That's a great question. It would. I haven't had much luck in marriage, but I do like the concept of it. I believe in it. You know, I try to be a Catholic. That's why I came to your country. So I would probably want to get married again, but I don't believe there's the right person for me.
Okay.
But if there is, I would probably want to get married again.
And what advice can you give viewers on meeting, dating, and sustaining successful relationship with a Filipino, if any?
Oh, there's a lot of great ones here. One, do not do what almost every dude does. Go online wherever you're from, Denmark, London, New York, wherever, and find the Filipina online and fall in love online and come to the Philippines and she'll meet you at the airport. And no, don't do it. Don't. If you do, whatever. It's your life. Do what you want. But that's number one. Don't do it.
Okay.
You know, it is an old saying, which, oh, there's another thing. Filipinos don't really get sarcasm or jokes like this, but Americans will get this. You don't bring sand to the beach. Okay? There's millions of Filipinos here. The minute you get off the plane, you'll have Filipinos wanting you. Why they want you, that's a whole different reason. You know, you have to decide which one wants you for the right reasons, but you will be wanted. You know, don't just come here, see if the country's for you, see what part of the country you might like, and then look for a girl.
Okay. And sir, do you have any closing comments or question to me before we end this interview?
Yeah, but I can't remember her name. I on your Facebook. I'll do it privately. I saw a friend of yours on the Facebook that.
What's the name?
I can't remember it offhand. I should have wrote it
down.
Just
ask me later.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to put her on, you know, or put my. Yeah, I did see one of your friends on Facebook that I was like, wow. Like I said, there's many beautiful Filipinos.
Okay. And do you have any advice to viewers or subscribers or any foreigner out there who would like to come or visit Philippines?
Yes, I do. This is why I wanted this interview.
Okay.
I thought he was a very good friend of mine, Joe Gilbert. I thought he was, but I guess he's not my friend. He actually blocked me. And if you watch his channel, you will think that the Filipino people are better than Christ. If you watch many YouTubers' channel, you will think this place is heaven, that this is where Adam and Eve started. They will make this place sound like it is the greatest place in the world. And for some it may be, but it's not for everybody, and it's not for all. And there is negatives here that many YouTubers will never, especially Filipinos, they'll never show you. There is countless poor children, beggars, there's flaw, there's so many negative things. So you need to try to find, and there's very few YouTubers. I came because a YouTuber. I mean, I love you. I really do. I love you, Scotty. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I would not have retired. And Scotty makes this place sound like it's paradise. And it is for Scotty. Scotty loves the Philippines.
It's his opinion.
It's his opinion. So my point is, watch whose opinion you take, because somebody who tells you everything is perfect, there's no such thing in life. If you're going to listen to anybody, wherever you are, and everything is terrible, 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 it's the worst, not true.
Yeah.
And if you want to find the same thing, you're going to watch YouTubers that say it's great, it's great, it's great, it's perfect, there's nothing wrong with it, not true.
Yeah.
My mother taught me from a little kid, there is good and bad in everything. So just know that when you come here, there is good and bad in everything. And then there's a scale. And on your scale, does the good outweigh the bad? If it does, great. Have a wonderful life here. And if it don't, then do what I'm doing. I'm leaving and going back home. That's why I wanted to put that out there, because, like I said, he hurt me. He's a friend of mine, Joe Gilbert, and he hurt me because I told him, Joe, man, you make this place sound like it's perfect. You got to watch his last video. He's like the biggest cheerleader, which is fine. But it tricks people into thinking, oh my God, I got to go there. Look at that place. And then when they get here, they're like,
disappointed.
So just, and that even goes for the Filipinas. I got to give Filipina P, as nice and as professional. She also even shows the negatives of her own country sometimes.
Even me.
You got to. You can't trick people into coming here, because that's what a lot of these YouTubers are doing. They're tricking people. People are giving up everything in their countries to come here thinking, oh my God, it's so great. And then they get here and they're like,
disappointed.
Show both sides of the story.
Show negative and
positive. And there's a lot of positives in this country. Lots. And there's also some negatives. But show both. That's all I request, and that's why I wanted to see you. Just And you do that. So
Yeah.
show both.
Yeah,
So
I show,
you know,
how I show also people who are living in the seaside that their house is under the sea.
you see,
Yeah.
I didn't even think of something. See,
Yeah, I show that. I show that because not all here in the Philippines are paradise. Yeah, there are
Thank you.
also people living in a very poor place, in the slum place, in the squatter area.
So,
Yeah.
no, thank you. But some don't. I can show you many channels that show only the best. And that's all. That's really why I wanted to see you, because I'm going home, and I asked to see Tim K. He wouldn't see me, which kind of hurt Tim if you watch this, because hoorah, fellow U.S. Army, your fellow U.S. Army. Even if you didn't want to film me, you should have met me. We could have worked out, but whatever. Maybe you had reasons for not responding. But thank you for. I appreciate that you seeing me.
Okay, and Carl, thank you so much for this interview, and I hope your retirement is always healthy and enjoyable. And this is the end of my interview. I hope this video give you some information, and thank you for supporting and watching my videos. And thank you so much for to meet me, and I mean nice meeting you, and thank you to be on my
And I want to say
channel.
the same thing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I asked some other YouTubers and they didn't do it, so
Okay.
I want to give you the respect of saying thank you for giving me
Okay.
this opportunity.
Okay, thank you also, and I will not keep you a long time because you will go to Bohol, and I wish you have a safe trip
Thank you.
and enjoy.
Thank
God
you.
bless. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Soon I'm climbing all four walls in my apartment. I can't spend another second with my brain. Gotta get up and get out, but there's a problem.